So card is great for basic forms, but they don't really work for more complex scenarios. So if you want your data in Google Sheets, if you want to have conditional logic, so all of those more advanced form features aren't really available inside of card. Today, I'm showing you an AI form builder which integrates nicely with card on one hand, but does provide those more advanced functionalities for free. So the tool is called Weavely.ai. It's completely free, unless you want to remove the small banner at the bottom, then you need the paying tier. But for most websites and most forms, you probably just can keep the banner. Essentially, it's what you would expect from an AI form builder. You can describe the form you need, you can upload a document like a PDF, and then it turns that into a form. So in our simple scenario, we'll have a landing page. So let's say I want a witty contact form for my landing page. Make it single page. Pretty basic. It's just a matter of getting the tutorial started, of course, but you can be as sort of extensive as you want with your prompt. As soon as I press generate form, AI is going to analyze whatever I gave it, documents, voice, text, and then it's going to generate me a form, which we can then later tweak inside of Weavely.ai. So at that point, you have what you would expect from a form builder. So I can change the text, I can add additional questions if I want to, and of course I can restart it. So style-wise, we'll be trying to match our card website, which is one of the template ones. So we're keeping it very basic. So what we'll be doing is we'll be feeding it a screenshot of our website. So let's go ahead and screenshot the start of the landing page, for example, so that we have a bit of the colors and sort of the design language of our website. And let's press generate theme, and it's going to adapt based on whatever we give. So there we go. Font has been updated. We now have the accent color, which is orange, in the same way that our website is. We still have this image here at the top, but we can just decide to remove that because we're going to be embedding in our website either way. So we can further tweak this if we would want to. So there's the basics, so we can do underline, we can change the rounding of those things. But as it stands, it's pretty good. What could quickly be done is just changing the border color to match our orange. That might look slightly better. And then let's go ahead and integrate this into card. So hit publish. And what we'll be needing is under the share tab, this embed code here, which is what we're going to paste into card. So if you know card, then you know that the embeds element inside of card is a paying feature. So unfortunately, there's no way of doing this inside of the free tier. Otherwise, they wouldn't have an incentive to sort of make the forms paying either, right? So let's go ahead and add our embed. And what we'll be doing is we'll be embedding it in code. So we're going to go back to our form, and we're going to be copy and pasting both the snippet, which should be in the head, but also works if we just paste it in here, as well as the actually embed of the form. So we copy paste both parts of the script into our card embed elements. Options can be left as they are here. And then if we publish our website, you'll see immediately that it fits our website rather well, which should so. So let's scroll down to the bottom. And what we have here is our form, the way that we set it up inside of Weavely. So it's a white background, so maybe we do want to change that so that it sort of blends in more than it does now. But either way, we need to go back because I still need to show you how to send your data to Google Sheets and how you can set up things like conditional logic. So going back to our form, let's remove our background color and set it to complete opacity so that it's see-through. So two things. First thing here are the integrations. So one of them being Google Sheets. So if you want your data to go to Google Sheets from your Weavely form, so from card into Google Sheets immediately, you just press add here. You connect your Google account if you haven't done so yet. I'll leave a link to that specific tutorial if it's not obvious. And then you can select which fields that you want to export. And then you just hit create integration. And what's it going to do is going to create a Google Sheet for me where all of my data will be contained. So I have a column for every question that I'm asking in my form, and all of the data will be populated here. So that's how you set up your Google Sheets integration. And then let's say that you want conditional logic. So you want questions to appear when somebody types in something in the form. That's something you can't do inside of card. In Weavely, it's called logic. It's a logic rule. So we could, for example, say if somebody leaves their email address, then we want to showcase the subject. So we don't want to show the subject question unless somebody provided their email. So maybe that doesn't make much sense, but again, in a matter of tutorial, let's try and see if this works. So go ahead and publish. Let's check the preview. So now subject is no longer shown, but as soon as I start typing here, subject appears. And so that way you can really have a form which asks relevant questions. So if the user doesn't answer something, then don't show him another part of the form which is irrelevant. That always sort of makes sure that people answer more questions. That's just a better user experience in general. And so you can make all of these changes to your form, and then these are automatically published live. So if I reload my website here and I scroll back down to the bottom, you'll see that my background is gone. I should probably remove the background of the input forms as well, but then you see the conditional logic also working immediately in my form. So as soon as I start typing here, this appears. So that's Weavely.ai. It's an AI native form builder which plays nicely with Card, right? So the embedding is pretty easy. It allows you to sort of have additional functionality over what you would have with Card forms. Although, of course, as always, if you need none of those things, then a Card form is still going to be the better option. But if you're looking for something a bit more advanced, definitely check out Weavely.ai.